The developers behind Shadow Complex are unambiguous about their appreciation for two things: the Metroid series and the Unreal Engine. Unapologetically raised from the former and spawned by the latter, this Xbox Live Arcade exclusive is the latest in a line of non-linear platformers, served with a dash of 3D. It's time to turn the bright lights on and see if Shadow Complex is up to snuff.
Pentagon, this is Dallas.
Right here, Colonel.
After a disjointed tutorial involving a helicopter attack on the Vice President, the scene moves to a secluded glen where Jason Fleming and his girlfriend are ready for a spot of light spelunking. The gal is kidnapped, and Jason finds himself infiltrating a clandestine military site armed with only a flashlight and a flashback.
Someday you're gonna find something worth fighting for.
Crawling through an air duct, you catch the occasional quip from a faceless soldier, but for the most part, the plot is absent.
They're saying there's another intruder? What the hell ever happened to security?
There's some sparse dialogue penned by comic book maestro Peter David, buttressed by fine voice acting. Still, for employing both Mr. David and one Orson Scott Card, who ties this game into his Empire book universe, there isn't much in the way of narrative motivation or menace. What it lacks in plot, it makes up for in exploration. There's a variety of guns and explosives, but you'll be more impressed with how they help you traverse the environment than with their potential to deal death. Combat plays a distant second fiddle from the start and is downplayed with every upgrade. As Jason makes his way through various acts of sabotage, his flashlight illuminates more than the ground at his feet. It reveals, via color codes, the various environmental blocks, like grates, blast doors, or debris, that impede your progress. Analogous to Metroid Prime's scan function, the flashlight is integrated well enough, though it doesn't always make a lot of sense in the context of the world. Revealing a breakable vent is one thing, but highlighting a surface that only a rocket can destroy is a bit much. The complex itself is well designed, roughly split between the green above and the gunmetal below. There is a lot of variety with underwater sections, factories, and mining depots, but nothing feels overly distinct. Expect to reference your objectives often in the in-game map, as the twisty little passages that you'll find yourself crawling through can look very much alike. The many secrets hiding in the shadows will motivate you to conduct regular surveys of your surroundings. If you're in any way compulsive about exploration, the question marks that dot the map become blemishes that you have to eradicate. With such a high number of items to collect, an initial run will unlikely yield all. With all the rewards built into it, Shadow Complex is good for multiple playthroughs. Achievements and a rudimentary leveling system are just the beginning. There are also master challenges, leaderboards, and 21 trial maps designed to help you master its raw gameplay. In all, Chair Entertainment has crafted a labyrinth worth exhuming. Ferreting out hidden ammo reserves, life extenders, and various other goodies is the soul of the game, and majority of the time, you'll find them if you look hard enough. The last 10% or so are true brain teasers. The tide of achievement, gamer score boosting and otherwise, is constant, but you really feel like you earn it, from the level ups to the health upgrades. The weapons aren't the most original, but they're implemented well. The most inventive is easily the amusing foam gun, which bears more than a passing resemblance to Metroid's Ice Beam. Exploration is broken up by an army of soldiers and bots to dispatch. There's not much in the way of variety or threat, though chaining melee kills yields an experience bonus. The action mainly sticks to the 2D plane, but the game frequently flirts with a third dimension. You often find enemies chilling in the background, which you can eliminate by using the right analog stick to sweep your aim in their direction, drawing beads on their helmeted heads. Since these three-dimensional encounters don't offer much in the way of challenge, nor change the dynamic of the game in any appreciable way, you get the feeling the designers did this simply because they could. Boss battles drum up giant, albeit generic, robotic monstrosities to blow up. They offer puzzle-like instructions provided by on-screen overlays, but they all fall to the brute force of your amassed arsenal as well, allowing you to spam all those grenades you've stockpiled. These altercations actually become easier as you progress, as your capacity for hoarding health and dishing out harm grows. Come for the exploration, stay for the secrets, and let the corpses of your foes pave the way.
Jason, listen. You gotta find something so that we can leave together.
The voice acting is top-notch, lending believability to the cutscenes and the paper-thin story when it actually appears. When the drab complex gets too overbearing, it's nice that the game shuttles you to the woods to help break up the monotony. Everything's fairly plain below ground, with Spartan functional architecture, and the grand enveloping conspiracy lacks character. Where are the jingo and propaganda? The 3D cutscenes also jar with the base crawling, but they are few and far between. The physics and effects, especially the foam, serve as the high points of an overall great-looking game. At $15, Shadow Complex is simply a tremendous value, especially in the doldrums of summer. The lackluster story, superfluous 3D forays, and routine combat amount to mere nitpicks. The urge to scour and uncover that fuels the game makes it hard to put it down once you've started. It may not be remarkable in the grand scheme, but it's well executed and easily worth exploring.